Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am your host for this pre-market session. Each morning we come here at 5:55 a.m. and we start watching for volume spikes for when the market opens at 6 a.m. Central Time. Once we see a volume spike in either one of these columns, we will click on it, come over to the current bar volume and make sure we have enough volume to get in or get out safely. And what I mean by that is this number needs to really be flowing. You want to see the buyers and the sellers in here battling it out. And you'll see once this stock turns around, if we start buying it, you'll see the volatility of this number. Once we confirm the volume, you'll see the price run up. If you are a very experienced trader, you can try to get in as early as possible and catch the run up. If you are a beginning trader, you'll see me mark resistance and support levels. When the price runs up and stops and starts pulling back, I will mark a support level. You want to plan your entry down here around support for the second run up. In this case, this stock did not perform the way we wanted it. You would have had to chase the green candles to get in on the profit. But once we see this pullback to this support level, we want to confirm that we have green dominator bars. The green ones are the buyers, the red ones are the sellers. And you can get red and green together. These are sellers, these are buyers. And we look down here, this is the my blessing indicator. We want to see the buyers coming in, which would be this green and red line. You can see here where they started taking profit. This is the trend of the stock. So to do this simply, we see a stock spiking. We check the current volume. Is it flowing? Yes, it is. The price is going up. You're either a pro or a beginner. If you are a pro, you would try to catch the run as early as possible. If you are a beginner, you kind of wait for this support level back here, or you can play it as a professional as well. Confirm we have green bars here and that this indicator is pointing up and make your decision to get in or get out. I am not a professional financial advisor. I build indicators, teach how to use these indicators, and I teach the strategy that I've been using for many years. It's been working well for me for a long period of time. If you come here each morning and watch what we do, monitor these percentages with us, watch the numbers take off, play the volumes, play the movement, you will start catching on to what we do. It's called scalping, and it's a quick way to make fast money. This week's been pretty tough. We have had a couple of winners, but it is putting the pressure on us a little bit. You can't have every day good, so we'll just take it as we get it. We have about 2 minutes to go yet. I've been watching ADTX move up this morning. I wish it would have waited till our market opened, but it didn't. There is a possibility for a higher move up when our market opens. We'll just have to watch it and keep an eye on it. So we have about a minute and a half yet to go. Never trade off of my screen. Also, make sure you're set up on your own computer. YouTube has delays, and delays can cost you money. And also make sure that your active trader is on EXT or you will miss a trade in pre-market. You have to be set up special for pre-market trading. And I believe we have a video on that. If you need help, join our Discord for free. Reach out to support. They'll help you get set up for pre-market trading. About a minute to go yet. You guys ready to make some money this morning? I am. Hopefully we'll get a couple of winners. About 15 seconds to go. Let's see what happens. I'm watching for volume spikes here. Looks like MLGO is going to move. Let's go back to ADTX real quick. See if our buyers come in and start driving it up. Currently at resistance at $3, trying to break through. Let's see if we can get the buyers to step in and drive this stock up a little higher. Kind of sluggish, not really doing what I like to see. Will it go? We need a breakout here. We need more buyers to come in. I'm not seeing it on these dominator bars. We did have some beginning when the market opened. They were buying it. It did not run up like I expected. Now we have very little buyers and sellers. See, the buyers may be trying to come in. Let's see if they can push it up a little. Watching for volume spikes. And that's crazy. I tried to buy 500 shares and it took 5 different transactions to get them. Therefore, I'm in the hole about 30 bucks. Hopefully it'll go back up. I don't think we had the volume there. The volume is very low. I should have waited. All right, I recovered most of it there. Took me 3 tries to get out. It could creep up a little bit more. I may get back in. We'll have to watch it and see. Not seeing any other volume spikes currently. I need to start paying attention to this volume spike indicator. I preach it, but this morning I didn't observe it. I thought it was going, and that's what I get for assuming. Even I mess up sometimes. At least I came out with a little green. I'm watching this column in both scans for percentages moving up. Very little volume on this one. Not enough to click the mouse. Not seeing anything spiking at the moment. Put ADTX over on your personal watch list. Keep an eye on it. May move a little bit later. LCFY moving up. Let's wait for a pullback here since it's already on the top of a tall green candle with wicks on the top. Pushing up a little more. Sometimes we just think we're late, Amadeus, and it just keeps going. The mysteries of the market. LCFY, looks like we have lack of buyers. I'm not seeing this number flowing high like I want it to flow. Would be another probably bad entry, bad exit because of the low volume. It's like the buyers are not interested. Not yet, anyway. Tall wicks on the top. Big red dominator bars. This is the buyers getting out. So it is possible we could see a drop here. Let's take a look at SPRC. I see it moving around as well. Volume is a little bit higher, but I don't see the volume flow. The number is barely moving. I'll go ahead and mark these support and resistance levels, but I don't think it's going to work. We are currently at a support level. So for beginners, you want to try to plan your entries down here, but you want to see tall green bars here. So this is not an entry for beginners. A little bit sluggish pullback here for a couple of pennies. Not anything I would have gotten into. Volume is picking up now, but it's picking up from sellers. This is the type of volume flow I'm talking about when all of a sudden it just takes off. Now it's frozen. And selling off. I'm going to mark this row here. LCFY trying to move up a little. It is holding this price range. I'm not liking the volume flow yet. We do have a tall green dominator bar. We could move up a little here. Don't think I would hit it at the top where it is now. I would wait for a bigger pullback before getting in. If you are unaware and you are a premium member, I did upgrade this volume spike yesterday. I brought it back down to the smaller percentages. It was kind of driving me nuts seeing 1200% up there. And that 1200% was generated that high because I was only monitoring 20 candles back. I figured out another way to make it a little bit more sensitive without the big numbers, and I updated it yesterday. I believe it's number 20, TOS scripts. If you haven't upgraded, please do so. Chasing, these candles are coded not by buyer and seller. Well, so to speak, they are, but they're also monitoring these indicators here. So you occasionally might see a red candle going up, but what that is it's warning you that these indicators are not in alignment. This one could be going down. We could not have efficient volume to get into the stock. It's monitoring several things. So sometimes you might see a red one going up, but one of these indicators is not where it's supposed to be. So it can rise, but it's a warning to you that it may drop. Or you may see a green candle going down, and it's the same scenario. These indicators are not matching. So it kind of protects you in and out of a stock. Sometimes it'll help you hang in there a little bit longer. Good morning, SB. Watching for volume spikes, not currently seeing any. APVO moving up slightly, penny stock under 50 cents. I will not be trading it. We have a green dominator bar. My blessing turning down a little bit. That's the reason for the red candle. ASST may be coming up off the bottom here. Be very careful when it's down this low. It's already had a previous run up and could not hold it. This could just be some other people thinking it's going to go up again. Very low volume. Don't be tempted. APVO bouncing around a little. Well, not a good start for the morning, but that's typical. We can't have every day perfect. We got to take the good with the bad. That's called trading. Sometimes it's not in your favor, sometimes it's in your favor, and everything is just fine. But not every day is the same. This is the market. Keep that in mind. So if you're not familiar with marking a row, if you when you see a stock spiking up and you like it and you click on it, if you right click and hit mark row right here, I already have one done. Let me see if I can find it. This one here, it will put a lighter colored blue on that stock so that later, if you are up here watching other stocks, that stock may move back up the ladder and work its whatever it is right there, letting you know, hey, it may be going up again. So if you mark these as they happen and you see them come back up to the top, you know the buyers are back on them again. Because every stock that starts moving starts at the bottom of the list somewhere and works its way up here to the top because we are sorted by volume spike. So I have ADTX and LCFY highlighted. I don't see ADTX on the chart anymore. It must have sold off. But if ADTX starts moving again later this morning, it will pop back up here. LCFY down at the 34 EMA. That's what this purple line is. I prefer the 34 EMA over the VWAP. It seems to be more reliable to me, and most of all of the stocks will bounce off of it like you see here. ASST trying to go up a little bit. Doesn't have the volume to do it. There's LCFY bouncing around back up toward the upper side and then back down. ASST trying to move up. Need taller dominator bars. This is just a few buyers. Nothing that's going to drive it to the moon. Thank you, Boo-Ho. Watching ASST here. Not a lot of volume in this stock. If you try to get in and out, it's probably going to give you a bad entry and bad exit. Unless you do very small share size and just pick up what you can. It is definitely rising under small, slow volume. Last candle was 44,000. This one has exceeded it, so the volume is picking up. Volume 135, 138,000 now. Crawling up slowly. Pulling back a little. Yeah, I'm watching ADTX on another monitor. I always chart these stocks off on another monitor and keep an eye on them. ASST still pushing higher. Bob, it happens to all of us. I actually got in a trade last week and made 1 penny. It happens occasionally. Sometimes you can have the perfect setup and it just don't go in your favor. Have a few sellers on board now. So if you worked your way into this stock and you are up here around the 230 range, might be wise to take some off the top. Day trader, if you hang around us long enough, you will catch on to all of this stuff. You may have questions if you just found us. But if you come here every morning, I stream for free on YouTube for 1 hour. And if you follow what I do each morning, you eventually catch on. And it's pretty simple actually. We're waiting on volume spikes to occur, confirming there's enough volume, and plan our entries. So if you come here every morning, you will see this lesson is going to be one that you've never seen before. It's the way I scalp, and I've been scalping since the 1990s. I'm not going to hand you a CD and say, hey, this is the way you do it. I do it live in front of you so that you can catch on. And don't think you can come here and win every trade. Even I don't win every trade. You can have the perfect setup and it just don't go in your favor sometimes, and you take a small loss. The whole key is to cut those losses as soon as they happen. Don't hang on till you get hundreds of dollars in the hole thinking it's going to turn around. It's not going to. Just look at it that way. Cut the loss quick, get out. AJ, that was pretty tough back then. Sometimes I had to call the broker to make a trade, or call the broker to get me out of one. Things were not perfect back then. I remember telling ThinkorSwim that their platform was a piece of crap, and it really was back then. I'll take a look at MLGO. It started moving yesterday. Didn't do so hot after the first initial startup. It's down below the 34 now. Probably not going to do much of anything. Needs to break above that 34 EMA, retest it, then run up, but not without a lot of volume, not without green dominator bars. There's no reason to buy this stock right now. Yes, sir, day trader, that was me. Had some issues a while back. I'm all better now. There's that LCFY that I marked. It's back up here somewhere, bouncing around, trying to get back to the top, not doing it. GDTC. I really hate these wide bodied candles like this. I can't zoom in or out. Well, I can zoom in, but I can't zoom out. It's like it's never traded before, and then all of a sudden it decided to trade. If you look back here on the last trading day, nothing was happening. This could be an IPO launch. I don't know. I don't look up the news or what they're doing. I just play the numbers on these stocks. But we'll keep an eye on it for a second and see if the buyers come in and start driving it up. Not a whole lot of volume, but it does have volume flow. Probably not going to be a play here. Looks like they're selling out on it. Not much going to happen here. Waiting for the next volume spike to occur. I saw ADTX showing its face up here and it disappeared. ADTX selling off currently. I want them to do more than try. I want them to run. If it's trying, that means I would have doubts getting in if I thought the stock was just trying. I want to know for sure that there are buyers on board. And I do that by watching this and these indicators. These are not your typical indicators. I am a coder. If you don't know that, I've coded everything you see on the screen except for this moving average. All of these indicators are live. They are watching the market for you. They're not relying on past history to place a green candle in front of you. A PVO, we looked at it earlier. It bouncing around is sluggish, not worth getting in. I don't buy penny stocks to start with, and this one's too cheap for me. You may want to keep an eye on it. It may bounce off of that 34 EMA or it may not. I don't trust penny stocks because they can go up a nickel and it takes about 15 minutes sometimes to get there, but in less than a second they can drop a dime. So I stay clear of them. Here's LCFY, the one I marked earlier. You can see the darker color compared to the current one. Volume's not moving. Yeah, the SPY is falling. If you take a look at the SPY on the 15-minute chart, you will see the reality of the market. So bring the time frame up to 15 minutes when you look at it. All right, enjoy your coffee while we're waiting. If you are new to YouTube and you just found us this morning, we do this every morning starting at 5:55 a.m. And our market opens at 6 a.m. for pre-market trading, and that's Central Time. So you come here each morning. I stream for free for 1 hour on YouTube. So the YouTube live stream will end at 6:55 Central Time. That's about 20 minutes from now, maybe a little less. If you haven't joined our Discord, the label at the top of where you type in the chat, the white and yellow one, you can join our Discord for free. Talk to other investors if you want to and see what we do. I'm sure they will confirm if we are good or bad to you. They don't lie. They're here every morning with me making money. Sometimes we lose money. So make sure you tune in about 5 minutes before 6 o'clock a.m. Central Time, because that first startup at 6 is where you're going to get your first trade. And I do mean it's sometimes seconds after 6 o'clock. The next move we have sometimes comes at 7 o'clock, top of the hour. 1 hour later, we usually get another play or two at that time. And then possibly one at market open. That one's much tougher because of the volatility of the open. So 3 opportunities, sometimes 4 or 5 if we're having a good pre-market session. So make sure you join us here for that free hour. See if you like what you see. And if you do, hit the like button for me. Let's keep the ratings up so I can keep this 1 hour streaming going for free on YouTube each morning. And I appreciate every one of you who joined me this morning. I'll post a link to Discord, but right above the chat at the very top up there, the white and yellow banner is where you click on to join our Discord. Or you can click this link that I'm posting. If you have questions about upgrading and you want to join us each month and continue with us and make some money, just hit the upgrade now on the left channel. If you can't find it, just submit a support ticket. They will help you upgrade. GDTC bouncing off the bottom. Don't think I would buy it at this time. It did not have a good run up. We had a spike up and a sell off all the way back down to the bottom. Not trustworthy in my opinion. The SPY is continuing to fall. Waiting for movers. I'm watching for volume spikes. I'm not seeing any numbers rising. Enjoy your coffee while we wait. We let the trades come to us. We don't go searching, trying to guess if something's going up or down. We will know immediately if it's going up or down if we just wait on it. You are welcome, Jan. Nothing currently moving. Enjoy your coffee while we wait, or your lunch, or your dinner, depending on where you are. I really don't think this stock is going anywhere. It had its opportunity this morning and failed. Philly, there's not. That's just something I threw together to try to create the support and resistance levels. It should be self-explanatory. It should mark out the reversals up or down. Philly, it would be the same thing as me marking support and resistance levels. You would want it to pull back down to one of those lines or break through the upper resistance level. I've used it a few times, but really prefer marking them myself. Yeah, it's nothing other than support and resistance levels. Good morning, Jimmy. Nothing yet this morning, Jimmy. Nothing other than I had a bad entry and a bad exit, but lucky for me, I got out with a few dollars, very minimal, but at least it wasn't a loss. I don't really like when a stock runs up before our market opens because then it's kind of questionable. Is it going to continue at 6, or did they all get in to sell off when our market starts? Those are always thoughts I have when they run up before our market opens. This is the one that got me this morning. I bought in on this candle, and it took 4 or 5 times to get me in totally. So a bad entry. Then it pulled down to here and I was negative. Then I got out a few more, and then it sold me out somewhere in here for about 30 bucks. Almost didn't get out of it. We'll get it back, Tom. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Does that mean you're leaving? TGL. Low volume on the last candle. This is only 14,000. It did gap up from here. I'll go ahead and mark the resistance level, but it looks like it may sell off. I'm watching the dominator bars. These are buyers coming in. I'm watching this long wick on the bottom. These are the buyers buying up what they're selling. We like wicks on the bottom, not on the top. So this was a big red candle. Then the buyers bought it up to this point. Now we're dropping down again. Volume 61,000 total. Not worth buying this stock. Hey, I can't see your name, but I'm using the pre-market risers and the pre-market risers custom. And you'll find them over in TOS scans. So pre-market risers and risers custom. And of course the magic scan is down over here. Carly, if you type in EXT, it's going to be the exponential moving average. Then set it to 34 and change the color to your preference. Yeah, it's been like that all week, really, Crab. Sometimes we get a couple, sometimes we get 4 or 5. This week been pretty much dead. I think what happened over the weekend kind of affected the market. The market's very sensitive to noise, and I do mean any noise. You are welcome, Carly. Not seeing enough volume to support getting into this stock. All right, YouTubers, I got to cut you loose here. Got to get over to the premium side of Discord. I appreciate you joining me this morning, and sorry we didn't get a trade this morning. We don't get them every morning, but if you come back tomorrow, that might be the winner that makes up for days no trade. Appreciate you joining me this morning. Don't forget to like the video if you like it. Keep my ratings up on YouTube. Join Discord by hitting that label at the top of the chat. Join for free. Talk to the members. They'll let you know the truth. I don't have to cover anything up. I do it live in front of you every morning, and I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow morning. As always, have a very blessed day, and I'll see you later.